Sunday is feeling kind of special, more spiritual. And today I am in my, in the Buddhist center next to my home. I was meditating with all my friends, with all the Buddhist friends, and therefore more in tune with my spirituality, which happens. And, I try to be in tune every day. But of course, the days when one is surrounded by the community feels bigger. And therefore, I was feeling like I wanted to share with you that because all these things we work on in life coaching, like in life coaching, we are talking about health, work, love and marriage, parenting. I mean, so many topics, also spirituality, is holistic coaching, is full circle. But most of the times we are focusing on, what people in daily life, daily business care about, work, love, and, money, everything, all these things, the material things. And we don't focus so much. It looks like we don't focus so much on spirituality, but actually, the reason why someone like me who believes all those things are impermanent, the work you have today, you probably don't have it tomorrow. All these things are impermanent. Then, yeah, why do some life coaching? Why become a life coach? Why go to a life coach? I mean, I go to a life coach for almost everything, everything, everywhere where I needed support in my life. And why this matters, even though this is impermanent, we cannot take refuge on that. We should not take refuge on our husband. We should not take refuge on our work, even though we should love our husband and our work. And it should be useful and meaningful in all the possible ways. But the point is, we need to have a really long-lasting, permanent source of happiness. And usually this comes through spirituality, In my case, because I'm a Buddhist, it comes through meditation, through enlightenment, through being in the mind, working with your mind to reach this liberation and enlightenment. And in every, love religion, it is like that, it is like that in different ways. So this is the focus, but what happens? We are born human, which is a luxus, this is luxurious. We are born human beings, and because of that, in order for us to pray, to meditate, to whatever our spiritual belief is, in order for us to really be in the Buddha nature, be the divine, in order for us to become that, what we really want to become, which is long-lasting happiness, which is, what is really permanent. In order for us to get that, we need to have this whole circle, which we cover in holistic coaching, at least somehow satisfied, because we are still human. We still have this ego, no matter how small, how big, we still have it, and somehow we need to satisfy it. Therefore, life coaching is really not about just being selfish and wanting the perfect life for everything. It is not about that, If you use it like that, then you are probably misusing it. It is about having as much aligned, as good as possible, all these pieces of your life, so that you can focus on what really matters, Because if you are struggling a lot with money, for example, you are not going to be able to focus so much on your spirituality. You may and you can, but it's more difficult, If you are really struggling and if you are not really developing with having a partner, with living with your husband, through all these things that we develop, because sometimes it's not easy, but this is development. If sometimes we don't open ourselves for that, maybe we are single our whole lives, this is also okay. But if we are not at least open for that to happen, to get this development, and we are just jumping from one relationship to another, not looking for development in there, then we are really focusing on short-term pleasure and not long-term development, So yeah, that's my truth bomb for today. I hope, it could bring some light, because sometimes some people really are just, I see so many coaches out there just teaching how to get a rich husband. Like, I mean, just like really pure focus on that, And while I also defend that we should look for a husband who can provide, what I see there has nothing to do, the intention behind it. I don't know what it is really. I don't know what it is. Is it to buy bags or something? I really don't know. And I really support buying bags. I love bags, but this should not be the main focus of your life, like, so I see so many strange things. And I think it's good reminder that all these things we are trying to achieve, even though they are, let's say, impermanent, but they are helping us to grasp the divine, to grasp the Buddha nature, to grasp the permanent happiness, which comes only from helping others. In the end, is helping others and being our best version for others.